Oh, gather round, you our faithful, take a seat and hear my roll. It's Monday on the Gong Show, yeah, it's time to hit the road. We woke up to the headline like a snowstorm in July. Brother Quinn is coming home and Minnesota starts to cry. I'm a fan of constant suffering, I admit it, yes I am. But I'll sing a little louder with the Hughes man in the land. Oh, Brother Quinn, come skate and change the scroll. We've been stuck in round one sorrow, can you drag us past that hole? Now, Quinn, you'll meet young Carroll, he shoots like lightning's got a plan. And Boldy's here to help you unless he vanished once again. If you don't re-sign, dear Billy G might pack his desk up in the cold. So score a goal, then sign the line and keep that G in bold. I'm a fan of constant suffering, I admit it, yes I am. But I'll sing a little louder with the Hughes man in the land. Oh, Brother Quinn, come skate and change the scroll. We've been stuck in round one sorrow, can you drag us past that hole?
Hello, boys. How are you?
You did Billy G dirty there, eh? Holy moly. It's a little sweaty there, right?
After like a 6-day bender, Billy G. Yeah, it was not. Shots fired a little bit. Welcome back to episode 351 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. My name is Josh. I'm here with Baba Louie. I'm here with Philip, the Loud Collector. How's it going, guys? Well, I already said that. All right.
Still the same.
Yeah, not much different.
It is so cold where we all live. Anything like north of where we are, in south, I guess. You're technically south. No, you're even with us, right?
I'm even with you guys, yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal. 15 below. We had to put the puppy in a coat and boots.
Oh,
so he can poop this morning.
Not.
You didn't.
Did you really?
Please.
Oh yeah. I'll take a video tomorrow. It's funny. He likes it.
Oh boy.
Because
yeah. He likes when you put the boots on, or he likes how
No. He just likes to like not have his feet get cold because he'll like lift a paw occasionally. He's a wuss.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Oh, princess.
Yeah, he's not a real dog. Like the batteries are gonna run out one day, right?
Yeah, maybe he's an AI dog.
He's an AI dog. Yeah.
Got a little bit of a Gongshow Reloaded checklist update. We're still working on it. I kind of promised it to be up by now. First of all, I broke the checklist site, so that was awesome. I don't know what I did. Waiting on the developers to fix that. But we've been in the process of uploading 250 photos. We have all the photos taken. We have about half uploaded now. It's been a bear, but totally worth it. So, yeah, it should be up within the next day or so, is my hope. And
is the whole site down?
No.
Oh.
No.
What'd you break then?
It's just not showing like half of the cards on this specific checklist, and then none of the photos are showing anymore for any of the reloaded checklists. So I did
so just our reloaded.
Just our reloaded, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Mm-hmm. Well, the checklist that's not that reloaded isn't important. Of course it is to us, but the checklist site has to be 24/7.
100%. And my hope is by the time this show comes out that it'll be fixed. So they're working on it right now. Had something totally amazing in our Discord. I don't know if you guys caught this on Instagram, but on Friday night, a few guys from the local Toronto chapter of the Gong Show here, Gongers, who have connected through the show, have had a couple of meetups before, and they did it again on Friday night. Got together, had I guess they met up at a bar, and looks like, and ripped some wax. Just I don't know, it's just amazing, right? And so as a Discord member, Sid Wink, East Coast 76, SC19 cards. And what warms my heart about this is if our show can do anything for the hobby is bring a few people together, make some hobby friends. I think that's a worthwhile endeavor.
Mm-hmm. You know what happened on Thursday night? The gentleman in the middle, I guess, can you pull the picture back up at all, Louis? Or
absolutely.
Oh, sweet, man. Thank you. The gentleman in the middle. So when I left, we have the exact same iPhone and we have the exact same iPhone case. So I took his phone. I started my truck. I put on my signal, and then the phone's ringing, and I'm like, that's not my ringtone. I don't even have a ringtone. And I was like, that's not my phone. So I was like, oh no. So I ran back in and gave him his phone, and I'm sorry that I tried to steal it, but yeah,
That's nice of you.
my master plan was foiled. Yeah,
Whoa.
he was very grateful. He was a little upset
sure.
at first, but he was grateful after. Sorry,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil, you had a pretty epic Friday Nights with Phil. You had 2 women on the show, which I believe set a new hobby record. We're checking with Guinness and their world records to maybe get you like a plaque and a certificate or something like that. But for anyone
you
that
had
hasn't...
Dave and 2 women. You had Dave and who?
Oh,
Oh,
Sorry,
shots
buddy.
fired.
shots fired. Yeah, it was great, man. And of course, an hour before, so I had my friend Carol Han, who's an absolute sweetheart, hard worker, very organized. I mean, that's her job. And I've been trying to prep her all week, telling her everything's going to be okay. Don't be nervous. What happens an hour before we go live? Oh, Quinn Hughes gets traded. Like, sorry, Carol, no one cares about what you're about to say. It was, but hey, she brought it to the table. I had a lot of questions about the expo. So if you're a nerd like me and you like to know logistical operations before paradise gets presented to all of us hobby degenerates, go check out Last Friday Nights with Phil and turn your volume up a little bit. Carol is very soft-spoken.
Yeah.
But she's absolute sweetheart, very good at her job. A lot of parts of the expo that you see, you would never see if she wasn't there. And I would say she's not replaceable at her job. So she gave us a lot of information about what she does to set up for card shows. Victoria was there as well. So that's 2 females. Pretty sure that's a hockey hobby first. Maybe 2.5, like Louis said. David was there as well. Victoria had a very structured and planned, full of numbers segment. It's kind of weird. Reminded me of you, but she just had longer hair. And it was actually very interesting. I learned a new word called sampling. Sounds inappropriate, but, you know, what do I know? So anyway, you know nothing, Phil Snow. So Dave showed us some crazy Fanimation statistics as well. I believe the term is tanking like a rock, the new Fanimation. So if you're curious for any financial analytics of this year's flagship Fanimation, go take a look. And we're not going to have Victoria this Friday, so it'll just be David and I. We'll have a nice little Christmassy show. But Dave and I are former cult members, so we don't celebrate Christmas. So we'll just eat our puppies for dinner. And yeah, come join us Friday night at night.
Gross.
Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well, thanks, Phil.
You're welcome.
Like to thank Gongshow partner PCI for their support of our show. There's been lots of news lately, if you guys have caught it, about trading card theft. The whole world is waking up to how valuable these cards are, folks. Do yourself a favor and protect your PC. If your cards get lost or stolen, that would be crushing, as we know. And there's no better place to do it than with Enzo Ferrari and Private Collection Insurance. Some big news from PCI crew this week, too. They got accepted as a member of CAMGA. Do you know what that stands for, Phil? CAMGA. Guess.
Canadian Gum Association.
So close. The Canadian Association of Managing General Agents. And it's a big word, a lot of words. And why it's a big deal is because it's a professional association that by having a insurance company that is focused on collectibles, it helps, I guess, legitimize this type of specialty insurance. And secondly, it demonstrates the leadership position that PCI is taking in the industry. No one will cover you better. No one will protect you more. Again, do yourself a favor. Head to privatecollectioninsurance.com today. Speak with Enzo about what the perfect policy for your PC would look like. And of course, consultations are always free.
Is this like one of those plaques you put on the wall and say, I'm a part of that?
No, yeah, you have to, I'm sure it's part of that, but you have to meet certain criteria in order to be accepted by that organization. So I think they audit your business to make sure that you're on the up and up and dot all your I's and cross all your T's.
Are we part of any organizations?
We're not allowed in any, no.
No. Okay. Well, let's start our own.
Well,
and if we
what do we call it?
I don't know. The name comes last. We make our mission statement first. We
Okay.
market and advertise stronger than anybody else. And
Sure.
if we own the organization, it's a beautiful ecosystem.
Okay. Well, we'll put
in.
you in charge of that project. So
Okay.
go nuts. Have fun. GP is the official breaking partner of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. This Wednesday, of course, is the release of 24/25 Engrained Icons. And bet your sweet cheeks, Grant and the team at GP Sports Cards will be breaking all day and night. You'll want to head to gpsportcards.com to get your spots. Look for them on Whatnot during the day, and then Grant spends his evenings with a candle in the bathtub breaking sports on the GP Sports Cards YouTube channel. Phil, you got to tell the story from... Well, okay, so Phil put out a video today of his trip to Toronto where he went to see Grant from GP Sports Cards at his customer appreciation event. Then you went to Slab Sharks. But while you were at GP, and I'm glad you included this in your video, you had an opportunity to get into a box of the cup, and what happened?
Why are you bringing this up? This is not podcast material.
It is.
Oh, you're a piece of work.
The only time Phil doesn't spend money.
Yeah, I walked in. No, I've been doing good, Louis. Screw both of you. I've been doing bad and good. I walked into the GP Sports Appreciation Night, met Mr. Grant Patterson, Patterson Senior, Troy, beautiful man, shook his hand, and then immediately I got thrown into the shenanigans of the evening, and I had an opportunity to be the fourth person to buy a cup tin box for $450. I've already done my cup rips, my cup breaks. I scratched that itch. I'm not interested. I let the kids have fun, and the freaking little animals hit a $10,000 Celebrini exquisite card, those little jerks. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm really happy with my mature adult decision, and yeah, I didn't make $2,500, but I could have. But hey, whatever. Win some, lose some.
And not only did they hit the card, didn't you tell me that they basically sold it instantly that night too?
Grant made some social media about it. Within 20 minutes, the card was sold for $9,000. 20 minutes. So like it's the party stopped, right? And I do apologize the video. I kind of just stopped. But after they hit the Celebrini card, 90% of the party of the appreciation room appreciated themselves walking out the front door. And where did they go? Right in Grant's shop. A bunch of crackheads. So I didn't go in the shop because I knew I know me. I'm like, okay, well, if I missed out on that, I'll just buy 5 boxes of Ultimate and that'll be $1,000. Yeah, that'll work out. No. So I removed myself from that crazy situation and I went to my motel and I didn't think about it again until you brought it up. Thanks.
Also, if you're looking to move your collection, have some killer cards, Grant is always a buyer, and he does pay top dollar. You'll want to connect with him on Instagram, maybe slide into his DMs at the GP Sports Cards IG account and set up some time to speak. And it's his dream, as we know, for middle-aged men to slide in his DMs looking to sell what's most special to them.
I thought you lost that, Phil.
No, it fell behind my desk. I found it.
Okay.
I just had to vacuum once a month, Louis, once a month.
Okay.
Lastly, before we get the show started, a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. We do rely on the support of the good listener and the good watcher like yourself to help us cover show expenses, produce what we hope to be more and better hockey card content and fun initiatives, even in a small way to grow the hockey hobby. You can support our show for as little as $5 US a month, still be one of the first 999 supporters of our show, get the Future Watch Gonger title. You get access to our Discord exclusive show Behind the Bench with our guy Neil, who has had a really great one last week on finding your positivity in the hobby. And I'm an optimist, so I'm attracted to content like that. They're bringing back the 5K challenge after the first of the year, so you can participate in that, maybe win a hobby box, and then meet some great people like we saw with the Toronto meetup. No tea in Toronto.
Don't say it the way you want if you're going to patronize the situation. You need to pick a decision. You need to make a decision. You either say it properly or you say it like an American. There's no say it properly and patronize my entire country. So
what am I missing?
I'm just patronizing that you don't use the T.
Okay.
All right. Well, or you could be like the guys in Toronto.
Okay. Well, you're lucky we're not neighbors.
If you want to support our show, it's very easy to do. Go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com. Click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description, both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram, TikTok profiles too. And I think that's it. Baba Louie, you want to go on with the game plan for the show today?
I do. On today's show, starting off with get to know your Hall of Famers. Then it's Who's Hot and the Struggle Bus. After that, we'll get into some hobby news. Then it's new product releases.
Ingrained, right?
Icons. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Sorry, Louis. Yeah.
No, you're fine. The Gongshow Mailbag. And finish up with personal pickups.
Thank you, Baba Louie. Okay, let's get started with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. It's where we're profiling every single Hockey Hall of Fame player. We started with the very first Hall of Fame class in 1945 and have been since working our way to the present day. For each player, we do a quick bio, cover why you should care about them, and take a look at their hobby market. Today's Hall of Famer we're going to learn more about is Arthur Farrell. Farrell cat. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know him.
Will Ferrell's dad. Just kidding. Another old timer. We're still like in the 1800s and early 1900s with all these guys. We've been doing this since this summer. It's crazy.
I thought we would be in more. It's just these guys got inducted super late, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're basically at the 20 years after the Hall of Fame started now. Okay. Art Farrell lived from 1877 until passing away at the age of just 31 in 1909.
Influenza.
Tuberculosis, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. Tuberculosis.
He did. He's a player that lived and played and died before the first hockey card set that was ever produced, again in 1910. He was born in Montreal and passed away in a French-named town that I can't pronounce. I think it's like Saint Agathe des Monts.
I can't. I don't know if I could read it. I could see it.
Yeah.
That sounded kind of close. A little close.
Okay.
Demo. The T silent.
Demo.
Your favorite.
Oh yeah, the dang Canadian silent T.
Let's just keep going here. I
In a
think.
playing career that lasted from 1896 till 1900. He was done playing hockey by 1900. Art Farrell played for the Montreal Shamrocks. Irish name, French town. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. The Shamrocks were part of the Amateur Hockey Association of Canada and helped lead his Shamrocks team to Stanley Cup victories in 1899 and 1900.
Jesus.
After retiring as a player, Art spent a few years as a referee and would write one of the first ever books about hockey in 1899 called Hockey, Canada's Royal Winter Game.
Is it on Amazon?
There's no coloring book version. Sorry, Louis.
Oh.
Why you should care about Art Farrell. Arthur Farrell grew up in Montreal and starred at St. Mary's College, where he ran with a tight-knit group of teammates, Harry Trihey, Frank Scanlon, and Jack Brannon. That school line stuck together, and when they all jumped to the Montreal Shamrocks, they basically imported a ready-made forward unit that already knew each other's tendencies by heart. When Farrell joined the Shamrocks in 1897, he stepped into a team that proudly carried the Fighting Irish identity in a city that lived and breathed hockey and settled in at center on a 4-forward set. So this was, again, still the Rover era hockey where they had one extra player on the ice and 4 forwards instead of 3. And almost immediately became known as one of the brains of their attack, the guy who could see plays a second before everyone else. In the 1899 CAHL season, the Shamrocks ripped through the league and Farrell quietly piled up 8 goals in 8 games. Trihey got most of the headlines as a big scorer, but Farrell and Brannon tied for second on the team, giving Montreal a balanced scoring punch that forced defenders to pick their poison. When the Queen's University came to town for Stanley Cup Challenge in March 1899, the Shamrocks stomped them 6-2. Trihey's hat trick grabbed the ink, but Farrell chipped in 2 of Montreal's 6 goals in that one-game showdown, providing he wasn't just a setup man, he could be a finisher when it mattered. Farrell helped the Shamrocks win the league and hold the Stanley Cup in both 1899 and 1900, turning Montreal's Irish club into the measuring stick of top-level hockey. In an era where the cup could flip hands on a single challenge series, his team kept swatting challengers away, defending their claim as the best in Canada. One of Farrell's greatest performances came in 1900 against Halifax in a cup challenge that turned into a full-on demolition. Montreal outscored Halifax 21-2 over 2 games, and Farrell set a new Stanley Cup record by scoring 4 goals in each game. 8 in the series, all by himself, a ridiculous total even in the wide open era standards. His regular season scoring peak came on March 2nd, 1901, when he lit up Quebec for 5 goals in a single game. For a player already known as a cerebral playmaker, that 5-goal outburst showed he could absolutely take over the game on his own when he decided to push the pace. Before all the Shamrock's glory, Farrell actually made a brief stop in Ontario with the Berlin Hockey Club, which is today's Kitchener.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The records we have show only 2 games there, but he had 6 goals. Even in that short detour, the puck seemed to follow him into the net, hinting, offensive force he'd become in Montreal. Farrell and the Shamrocks were widely credited with pushing hockey away from solo rushes towards true combination play. Instead of one-star stick handling through everyone, they emphasized passing and coordinating attacks. Historians later pointed to Farrell as one of the minds behind that shift, helping to move the sport toward the 5-man passing-heavy game we recognize now. He didn't just play within the rulebook, he helped reshape it. Around 1899, Farrell and Trahey were involved in changes that discouraged constantly lifting the puck and encouraged more controlled stick handling. The idea was to make the game more skilled and less chaotic, and Farrell was right in the middle of that evolution. The Shamrocks forward group with Trahey, Scanlon, and Farrell is often talked about as one of the finest units of early hockey. They were fast and creative, but more importantly, they worked together in a time when most teams still relied on one guy doing nearly everything. Their ability to move the puck as a unit gave them a massive edge. It kind of reminds me like this very, very, very early version of hockey was like what we'd call like might hockey here, where you have basically one kid that's more skilled than everyone and scores 12 goals a game and just skates through the entire team and is a puck hog.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like his line though with his brother. It sounds like that line of
college
the 3
teammates,
of them.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like the Triple Crown line, Taylor and Simmer, Marcel doing all the work.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh, and look at the Marcel Dion collector now.
I know.
Getting in there with all the big facts.
Well, I'm just saying.
Even while he was still starring as a player, Farrell was trusted enough to referee other CAHL games. After he retired, he continued work as an official for a league. For a league to hand over that whistle to a recent star tells you how highly they rated his hockey IQ and sense of fairness. In 1899, right in the middle of those cup runs, Farrell wrote Hockey, Canada's Royal Winter Game, the first book ever published about ice hockey. He broke down position strategies and even included insights from other top players, essentially turning his on-ice experience into the sport's first real textbook. He followed that up with instructional guides like Ice Hockey and Ice Polo Guide. Ice Polo.
Ice Polo.
This is incredible. I'm embarrassed to be Canadian. This man wrote the first hockey book published in my country. Nobody knows who he is.
Crazy.
That needs to be remedied. That needs to be rectified. I don't know how. I'm sure he's in the Hockey Hall of Fame somewhere. I got to go back there. I have a whole new lens now.
He also wrote How to Play Ice Hockey for Spalding's Athletic Library. These books captured the combination style he used with the Shamrocks, passing, support, structure, and passed those ideas onto players and coaches who would never see him play in person. Farrell's playing career at the top level was short. He stepped away by 1901 and passed away from tuberculosis in 1909, 1 day shy of his 32nd birthday. It took until 1965 for the Hall to induct him, but his legacy was already written. Stanley Cup champion, early scoring star, rule tinkerer, and the guy who literally wrote the first book on how to play hockey. Looking at the Arthur... Oh, go ahead.
The tuberculosis thing is just crazy, man.
That'd be
Thank
a really horrible way to die.
Oh, my God. The guy didn't even make it till 30. And look at the life he lived. Here we are. I'm complaining about my garbage bags every 2 weeks. My goodness, Phil. All right.
Hey, his book's on Amazon.
Really?
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Now, onto the hobby market, again, because he lived and played before the first hockey set was ever produced, there were no playing day cards for him. So essentially, he is only immortalized in the hockey hobby via the 1985 Cardophilium set. And the PSA 9 we're looking at on YouTube is the highest selling copy. So for $25 whole US dollars, in February 2023. That's kind of it for cards. But that, boys, is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Arthur Farrell.
Good job, Josh.
Good job, Arthur.
I don't want to forget about these guys. I mean, there's no point taking notes, and I'm always like recency bias, right? I'm like, oh my God, this was the most important one. And then next week I'll say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think we need a resurgence of Cardophilium. Maybe we can ask Jason to buy Cardophilium, and then they could do a set.
Like a Cardophilium tribute?
Yeah. Yeah, but better. Like properly. Upper Deck styles, yeah. With outbursts. Oh.
The hidden gem of doing Get to Know Your Hall of Famers has been how amazing these stories. I would have never predicted that these guys would have had the stories they do. You know, like if it's like, oh, Arthur Farrell played hockey, scored a bunch of goals, went out, got drunk, and then
Well, I probably did those
played
too.
hockey again. Yeah, probably.
You can still be a big drunk and accomplish things.
We're going to move on to Who's Hot in the Struggle Bus. So we've rolled through another week of the NHL season. It's time for another round again of Who's Hot in the Struggle Bus, where we each pick a player that's en fuego, as Stuart Scott used to say on SportsCenter here in the U.S.
Muy
Then we'll
en
pick
fuego.
up en fuego.
Is that Mexican? Is that Mexican? Is that Spanish?
It's Mexican.
Yeah, for on fire.
I meant to say Spanish, Louis.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I love it.
And then we're going to pick a player to take their seat on the struggle bus, and I have no idea what that is in Spanish, but I'm sure we could look it up.
No bueno.
Yeah, no good. Oh, there you go, Phil. Okay, look at you. You're learning.
It's trilingual.
You are something. You try something. Well, I will kick off this week with this player for Who's Hot. And when Mikko Rantanen is not boarding opponents, he's been pretty good this year. The Dallas Stars' Mikko Rantanen has been pumping in points over the past couple of weeks. In his last 8 games played, he has 3 goals, 9 assists for 12 points. Very respectable production. Upping his season totals now to 13 goals and 42 points in 32 games played. He leads the Dallas Stars in points this season on a good team who are currently second in the Western Conference. And also has the 3rd most goals on the team. J-Rob and Wyatt Johnston have 20 and 16 respectively. Mikko's 29 assists is tied with Nikita Kucherov, Jack Eichel, Nathan McKinnon, and Martin Necas for 3rd most in the NHL this season. And his 42 points is tied with Kucherov for 7th most. The biggest impact stat for Rantanen is special teams and usage. He's already at 21 power play points, 4 goals, 17 assists, and has been leaned on like a true centerpiece at over 20 minutes time on ice per game, which is pretty big for a winger. He's been a moment swinger in tight games and not just a stat patter. Example, he had 3 assists night versus Winnipeg and their 4-3 win recently. Had a shootout winner versus Pittsburgh. And yeah, so he's been producing when it matters the most too. During Dallas' extended heater since November 8th, when they're 13-1-2, he's repeatedly shown up in those like separation moments. He had a goal, 2 assists versus San Jose during a 9-game point streak stretch during that run for his team. So again, he's been awesome. Dallas has made, I think in retrospect, a really good deal last year, trading Logan Stankoven for Mikko Rantanen. I don't think they're too disappointed there with that. And who knows, maybe it'll be a big X factor for them in the playoffs this year too. He was awesome last year's playoff run. Mikko Rantanen is a 2015 Young Guns PSA 10 pop 1,260, 44% gem rate. Last sold for $127 US on December 11th. Up 22% in the past month, but still down 34% in the past 3 months. 52-week high for this card is $223 US, 52-week low, $67 US. So Mikko Rantanen, first player this week for Who's Hot.
That's
Bob Louie. Who
That's a
did you
huge
pick?
swing, man. Again,
Yeah, always.
Should we be surprised? No, but
No.
Oh, who's hot? I picked Zach Hyman. So I went back and looked at some of this gentleman's stats, and over the last week, he's been pretty dang hot. Last 5 games, 5 goals, 1 assist, so carry the 1, 6 points. And over that, he's a +8. which is not too shabby either. Every goal for him I've seen has come from them high danger areas, net front, getting rebounds, tips, even the second chances. And the teams really had him out on the ice a lot and needed him out there. He's averaging 19 minutes of time on the ice, and he's always there in late offensive situation needs, along with, because he plays on McDavid's line, right? Do you guys know? I think he's with McDavid.
I can look that up. Just keep going.
Okay. Add to that, with this run he's on, he's been a power play nightmare for other teams, parked at the top of the crease and crashing in on the loose pucks and screens and burying pucks in the net. His shot volume, that's gone up. He's, 3 to 4 shots per game, and most of them come from inside the dots. He's not shooting the puck from outside or in just, he's not Lemieux and can score from behind the goal line. So he's dominating this position, which I didn't realize he was 33 years old. And, most, if you want to call them power wingers, usually start to slow about this time. But he's still winning the battles against all these young little D's that he's coming up against.
Josh's favorite.
Phil's got a little D. So Hyman's played on the top line with Connie McDavid and Nuge.
It depends if they're winning or losing. That team's top two lines changed if they're winning or if they're losing, right? Everything changes.
You know what's funny? I saw this with Zach Hyman, and I think over the next probably 2 weeks or whatever it's going to be, anytime a player goes on a little bit of a heater, you're going to have articles now. Should Zach Hyman be on Team Canada for the Olympic roster?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. No. Even though I go homer on my next pick, no to that.
No to that. Oh, well, Mr. Hyman is a 2016 Young Guns with a PSA 10 pop of 515 and a gem rate of 49%. Last sale was November 20th for 75 USD. Card hasn't done anything over the last month, but it's up 7% over the last 3. His 52-week high is 110 USD and the low $43. So another big swing.
Zach Hyman, second player, and who's that? Phil's
right.
a homer.
Yeah, I went homer pick. So first off and foremost, I will not be cute with players' names because it ruins the research tool I use. Yes, AI sometimes. And I don't know how to use it as good as Josh. So yeah, I screwed up last week. I'm sorry. I meant everything I said, but the dates were incorrect. I did put Yari Curry once. Nobody noticed. So I put Backstrom last week, and then that just ruined everything. So I'm sorry. But anyways, this is all me. Might not be as exciting and informative, but here we go. Okay, so my pick this week is an offensive machine with 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 5 games. Yes, you guessed it. Drake Batherson. That's 5 points in 8 games, guys. Okay, he's dominating on the man advantage. He's had 6 power play points, 2 goals, 4 assists in this last stretch of 5 games. His average ice time is even increasing. He's over 20 minutes per game now. He even played over 23 minutes against the Rangers, but we lost, so who gives a crap, I guess. Maybe we should play Drake less. I don't know. He recorded multiple point games in the 3 of the last 5 games, which is fantastic. He had 4 goals in those 5 games. He has played over 6 minutes on the power play against St. Louis. He has full trust from Coach Green. My Sens stuck. They have lost 4 of these last 5 games. That's why Batherson has really stood out to me. So I had to pick him this week. I try not to pick Sens, but he's playing very, very good. Batherson being Batherson, he's scoring a ton, getting points on my crappy teams and results. People are reporting. What people you say? The people who report stuff. They say at a bare minimum, he should be softly invited to Team Canada's tryouts. Be quiet, Josh. I don't know, but that would be amazing to have Drake Batherson on the 4th line, not just because he's had a last good 5 games, because he's a very talented NHL mediocre superstar. Nothing to say. This is a silly stat. Over the past 5 games, he's averaged 1.6 games or points per game. That's silly, but we're going to use it. And since Travis Green has come into the fold, my Drake Batherson has really improved his two-way play because he was really terrible before. Always cherry picking, always licking his chops for that big goal. And since Travis has come in and corralled the boys together with an objective, a team unity, Drake Batherson's two-way play has been excellent this year. And I can say that wholeheartedly. So Drake Batherson is a 2018-2019 Young Guns rookie. BSA pop count is at 400 even. The last sale was for $50.76 America dollars, and it was sold on December 12th. So somebody out there is buying Drake. The Ottawa market's always pretty strong. I'm not going to lie. That's my pick this week, though, for who's doing good at hockey.
This is
I
one
love
of
when people-
our long-running segments. Who's doing good at hockey?
Yeah.
Well, the struggle bus has pulled up. Time to find out who's on it. This week I had to put Dalibor Dvorsky, who's the 20-year-old Slovakian rookie for the Blues of St. Louis. He was the 10th overall pick in the 2023 NHL entry draft, so that comes with expectations, we know. And with a name like Dvorsky, probably shouldn't get married anytime soon.
Kramer versus Kramer.
I'm here all week. He's struggled in the past couple of weeks and really for the whole season, for being honest. Over the last 7 games played, he has 0 points and is a -4. Averaging 14 minutes, 19 seconds time on ice, and only 9 total shots in that stretch as well. On the season, it doesn't get a whole lot better. 3 goals, 4 points with a -8 in 23 games played. When your point total is less than your minus total, that's bad.
Yeah, not too good, eh?
No.
No.
The struggle bus stat that really jumps off the page, his last point was November 22nd. And since then, he's gone 11 straight games without a point. In that same span, he's been held to 14 total shots, barely over 1 per game, which is usually the telltale that the puck isn't following you into the dangerous areas or you're not getting there often enough. What makes it even more revealing is how he's scoring when he does. All 3 of his goals have come on the power play. He has 3 power play goals, 0 even strength goals so far in 25-26. When a rookie's offense is almost entirely man advantage based, it usually screams the shot is not NHL ready, but the 5-on-5 creation, pace, spacing is still catching up. Or that while the shot might be ready, I should say. The deployment explains part of it. He's been living more in the third line role recently, often alongside Pius Suter in either Nick Bukestad or Robbie Fabry, and been working on the second power play unit, so he's not exactly stapled to the top skill every night. Even when he got a bigger look, like 19 minutes, 34 seconds versus Anaheim on December 1st, the production didn't come, was scoreless and on ice for 4 goals. -2 that night, which tends to earn you more caution by coaches, not more rope. So I would assume St. Louis fans are hoping for a little bit more from the 10th overall pick. He's still a baby, of course, but hopefully things click soon for the kid. And Dalibor Dvorsky is a 25-26 Young Guns who was in Series 1 a few months ago. Can't find any early PSA 10 sales. Raw copies are selling now for the $5 range. And a couple months ago when it came out, they were like $10 to $12. So they're about half that now, which I think you'd expect given his recent performance.
True.
Very true.
When Kobe barks at the turkey, has he ever caught one?
No, it's through the window.
Oh, okay. He doesn't.
The kids came home. So
Oh, okay. Barks at the kids.
he
School
barks
bus?
at everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I would lose it, man. My dog's barked 4 times her whole life.
He's not too bad. Okay, Baba Louie, who did you put on the struggle bus?
I put Matty Beniers on the struggle bus.
Has he been on there for 2 years, basically, at this point?
Probably. Probably, but I just went and looked over, players' last 10 games and just seeing who I thought should be playing better than they are. So, it's been in a slump over his last 10. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, and he's a -5 in those 10 games. Now, we all know, we haven't seen it, but he has all the skill. He's always been creative with the puck. He has the ability to generate offense when he's feeling it, but over this nice 10-game stretch here, his shot totals and scoring chances have fallen off. He's not cashing in when chances do come. And with all of this, he's still out there 20 plus minutes a game on the ice. Offensively, it seems his game has gotten safer, we'll say. Fewer attacks through the middle. He's not, a bum rushing like he used to. And he's just taking the puck more on the perimeter, which doesn't help. He looks like, to me, there's less confidence with him holding pucks in traffic, so therefore he doesn't have that confidence to go up the middle anymore. Instead of attacking the defenders, he's often moving the puck quickly, which helps possession, but it kills scoring chances for him. I thought Beniers, watching him, was like a reaction type player, but I think he's thinking too much out there now. Kind of the same thing with last struggle bus that I put Jimmy Snugs on there, thinking too much instead of just reacting and playing the game. You can see it. He's got a hesitation. He's got this extra stick handle, a passed up shooting lane, a delay that lets the defenders reset, usually slows him down now. I'll give an excuse for him, though, that he's been starting shifts constantly, it seems like, in his own zone and being leaned on in late games. This is the kind of usage that inflates negative plus minus when the team struggles to score. Is he struggling because he's bad? No. I think it's more of him being asked to be a shutdown center and a star scorer at the same time without much offensive support from the other gents on the team. Beniers is a 2022 Young Guns with a PSA 10 pop of 1,446 and a 30% gem rate. Last sale was December 9th for $56 US, and average price over this last month is $50, with the high being 70 and the low being 33.
So while I was listening to you, I was looking at the list of Calder winners.
Mm-hmm.
And he might be the worst Calder winner in a very long time. So you have Lane Hudson, Bedard, then Beniers. Before that, Sider, Kaprizov, Makar, Elias Pettersson, Matthew Barzal, Austin Matthews, Panarin, Ekblad, McKinnon, Huberdeau, Landeskog. I mean, if you're doing a draft, you're taking Beniers last in that draft, right?
Yeah. That's what I would.
Wow. Yeah, I never thought of that. That good look up.
He sucks.
All right, Philip, who's the last player on the struggle bus?
Yeah, this was an easy one for me. When I was in Toronto there last Thursday, I checked out Vancouver and Buffalo late night game. And oh my God, my pick this week is Brock Besser. He noticeably stood out for noticeably not standing out. I don't know how else to say that. So I looked him up and I picked my my struggle bus guy during that game, and he did not disappoint his next 2 games either. So he's recorded a negative plus minus rating in his last 5 out of 6 games for a total of -6. Even though he's getting a lot of opportunity to get points, he's really good as helping his team not score. So he's got ample opportunity on the power plays. He's just not generating any points at all. He did not have a statistic in any category. Oh, no, I apologize. He did have a statistic not in the negative category against Minnesota earlier in December, and that was a 2-minute penalty. So that's good. He had some type of plus rating on the score sheet. He's averaging over 20 minutes a game most for the entire year. But in his last 5 games, he's averaged just a tad over 16. The Canucks haven't won a game in their last 6 games. I'm not sure if they won yesterday. I do apologize, but I only looked up Brock Besser's stats, and he didn't get a point either, and he was a 0 for plus minus. 4 out of the last 5 games when I did the research were all home games as well. He's on the top line. I guess Marco Rossi's gonna help him out. Maybe I don't know what's going on, but I don't think Brock Besser's. He's not a prospect anymore, right? What is he like? He was after McDavid, the year after McDavid, so he's got 8-9 years in the league. I mean, he popped in over 40 goals a few years ago, did he not? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's just not having a good year. That team is. I guess I'm picking on him. I mean, I'm kicking something when it's down, but I wouldn't be surprised if some teams wanted to kick some tires on Besser, and if Vancouver wanted to see what they could get for him. I'm not sure. The skill is there. I mean, I'm sure their culture is absolute garbage in the locker room, and no one wants to go to the barn. And I feel bad for the guy. He's a very talented player. I remember him from your World Juniors on Team USA. He was very good. Anywho, Besser is a 27.
I did find up another positive, Phil.
Oh, good.
As we're recording, he played, but as you're listening, yesterday, 2 shots on net.
Oh, good for him. Oh, good. Thank you, Louis.
Should we clap?
Yeah, glass half full here at the Gong Show. I know some of us hate us for it, but we're all about the positive vibes. All right, so Besser is a 2017-18 Young Guns PSA top 10 count of 756. Seems like a lot. Well, I guess it's been 9 years. His last PSA 10 sold on December 11th for $40. So Brock needs to suck less if he wants those card prices to go up more.
He just re-signed there this summer too.
Ouch.
I wonder if he regrets that now.
I think he's having his crappiest year, right?
Yeah.
He's a stud. I've always looked at Brock Besser as a really good goal scorer, and I was talking to the TV a little bit more than I should have. I love Tage Thompson. I was big fanboy of Tage Thompson, and I was laughing my butt off at Brock Besser's performance.
All right, recapping who's hot in the struggle bus real quick. On who's hot, we had Mikko Rantanen, Zach Hyman, and Drake Batherson, because Troy's a homer. Or Troy? Phil.
Right. Well, he is.
And then on the struggle bus, Dalibor Dvorsky, Matty Beniers, and Brock Besser.
Yeah.
Slapsharks, the Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of the show. The final Slapsharks weekly eBay auction before the holiday break and their systems upgrade is live. And you can mark your favorites. Get those early bids in now at slapsharks.com. Another massive auction, too. Just under 10,000 cards this week to bid on.
And they're going on vacation. It goes up, up, and up. And he's like, yeah, lock the doors.
What's that first auction when they come back going to be? Like 50,000 cards? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Karn's doing one of those, like the lineup at the club's really busy, but once you walk in, there's nobody in there. You know, maybe he wants the lineup to be big. I don't know. That's a lot of work when they get back, though.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's good. I can't wait to see. I'm kind of looking forward to that. The reason why Slapshark says almost 8,000 to 10,000 cards a week is, well, it's because they're the premier place to sell hockey cards. It's the biggest weekly hockey auction there is. The whole hobby's tuned in Thursday nights, knowing they can pick up some great cards. If you're looking to turn some cards into cash or consolidate maybe into a bigger PC card, we could not recommend listing your more with the Slapsharks. Oh, it's funny. We had a wild watch party yesterday.
Yeah.
When we kicked the crap on the Ottawa Senators.
You did not kick the crap out of us. It was an
excellent. Brady was like the whole game.
What being a man and dominating his enforcing his will on your baby players? Okay. Punk, whatever.
So anyways, I was chatting with Tori from our Discord who came there. It was great to see him. And we'll get into some hobby predictions on our New Year's show, but I put it at like 50-50 that I consolidate. I don't know if I do like a fund your card thing, but that I go like for a really big card next year. I'm feeling saucy.
What does watching that game have anything to do with a big card? What did you see during that game?
We were just chatting cards with Tori, and then I wanted to take the opportunity to remind the world that we kicked the crap out of your team.
Okay, yeah, but so what? Nothing happened during the game. Like, there's not a Kirill card you'd want that you're like that you got your eyes on.
I was just talking to Tori about cards.
Okay.
This is the backstory, the backdrop, a little context.
You have a card in mind, sir.
No, but I'm feeling like ready to, like, when the opportunity comes, and I'm like, for a Grail card.
Wish I had the last 30 seconds of my life back, brother.
Wish I had the last 40 years of my life back, but what does that matter?
I don't. I have no regrets. I'm happy. No regrets.
Again, it's the biggest hockey weekly auction, Slab Sharks. The whole hobbies tune in Thursday nights, knowing they can pick up some great cards. If you're looking to, just submit through Slab Sharks, okay? They make it really easy. They do all the work. All you got to do is send them your cards in the mail. They do the rest. And if you're an American, if you spell Toronto with 2 T's instead of 1, you don't have to worry about the pain, hassle, expense, and misery of shipping internationally, as we partner with Slab Sharks. And the Gongshow is the official U.S. submission center. All you got to do is drop off your cards, and we get them into the auction for you. And Phil, you talk about this in your video that we released on Sunday, but you're headed back to Slab Sharks in a few days to check out the entire operation and give it the Phil Smarsh seal of approval.
I am. I'm going to Christmas Eve. I'm going to go at Slab Sharks, and I'm going to get a proper tour, a very professional tour, and I will film it. And if you have any questions that you would like me to ask Karn or any of the staff, why don't you go ahead and send the Gongshow Instagram all the DMs that you want, so I can have questions lined up to ask Karn when I'm in the back. I'm really excited to do this. I can't wait. I'm not the biggest fan of driving down there, but I'm very excited to drive down there. And I'm going to do it under an American character. I am Canadian, but listen, come on. We need some loot here to keep this podcast going, right? So I need some gas money to go to these things. So I'm going to self-promote our Slab Sharks that we're American, even though I'm Canadian. So I'm going to Toronto as an American.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Am I explaining that right?
Oh, you said American, Canadian, American, Canadian, Canadian, American like 7 times, but I think I got it.
Well, I'm first generation Canada, so my blood will always bleed red and white. But for that particular video, what do you guys say? I'll bleed stars and stripes or something, or
red, white, and blue.
Red. Oh yeah, the colors. Yeah, don't tread on me.
We make you bleed.
Yeah.
We make you bleed. Red, white, and blue. Caw-caw! You do the eagle thing too. Ah.
What's wrong with us today?
I don't know.
Oh, what a gong show. Okay,
You
for
want
complete
a gong
consignment.
show? Can you hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
I haven't
ignoring
been
you.
able to hear you guys for the last 4 minutes.
We prefer it that way.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Great, our plan is working.
Why did you plug his system back in, Phil?
I was feeling bad.
For complete consignment info, including payout rates, to get your cards listed today, head to slapsharks.com. Hobby news.
Hobby news.
News from the hobby.
Well, let me be the first to officially welcome one of the Hughes bros, Quinn Hughes, to the Minnesota Wild. And you got to give Wild GM Billy G some credit. He is willing to make some big moves, be bold.
Mm-hmm.
In a shocker, heard around the hockey world, brother Quinn Hughes was traded to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for Zeev Bium, Marco Rossi, Liam Ogren, and a first-round pick. The 26-year-old Hughes will start his quest in St. Paul to get the Wild out of the first round. Something that hasn't happened here in 10 years, I think. Oh, God.
I didn't know you guys threw a first in that, too. Oh, man. That's a lot of beef, man. Makes me think of the Lindros. I mean, how did Quebec do after they left Quebec? Not too bad, eh?
So the Wild will lose a lot of youth, a decent second or third line center in Marco Rossi, and of course a very, very promising young defenseman in Zeev, plus the draft pick, as you mentioned. And they'll get either the second or third best defenseman in the NHL, at least for 18 months, at a salary cap bargain of $7.85 AAV. It's crazy. Who's a Norris Trophy winner as we know, and that Hughes will be eligible to sign an extension this summer on July 1st. The Wild were not given assurances by his agent that he will re-sign with our club prior to the trade, but the Wild will have the advantage, a big advantage, in re-signing Hughes if he's happy here, because we are the only team that could re-sign him before September 15th and the new collective bargaining agreement kicks in. So we'll be able to offer him 8 years, where beyond that, he can only get 7. And then there's new, I think, signing bonus rules that go in where we can do unlimited signing bonus. So at the end of the day, we can pay him a lot more money than any other team would be able to do so. The upside of Hughes here in Minnesota is, of course, an amazing puck-moving, offensive-minded defenseman that should be electric with Kaprizov and Boldy. I cannot wait for our power play. It should be a lot of fun to watch. And two, you tell me, you give me the non-homer perspective, Phil, but I'm kind of excited about 3-on-3 overtimes now with the prospect of Boldy, Kaprizov, and Hughes out there.
Yeah, that'll be some excellent hockey to watch. I'd be very excited if I'm a Minnesota Wild fan. I'm still trying to process that first round pick. I don't know how I missed that yesterday or 2 days ago. I really want both teams to prosper from this trade. It is just terrifying that you said it yourself. He is eligible for Minnesota to give him that 8 years, right? They're going to have the highest paid players in the entire league on your hockey team.
Yeah.
The only way I would have pulled the trigger if I was Bill Guerin was if I could get the guarantee that he would sign with me after. That is too much uncertainty for me. If he doesn't sign with you guys, I would never visit the state of Minnesota if I was Quinn Hughes. That would be really, really unfortunate. And that to me is terrifying. And I'm not really about whataboutism, but that's a big one. And that scares me for you guys a little bit.
It's a legitimate concern. It's no fun to play the will your superstar resign with your team game. We just went through that for 6 months with Kirill, and it sucked. I mean, this whole summer I was nervous, and I didn't want to buy a Kaprizov card or anything like that. That being said, though, here's why I'm 100% okay with this trade. And you're right. Like any trade, it could go horribly wrong. But I believe two things. First and foremost, the team that always ends up with that ends up with the best player in a trade usually wins. The second thing, Phil, is as presently constituted before the trade, we were going to lose in the first round again. So you have to do something. It's been 10 years since we've been on the first round.
I agree. You got to do something.
You got to try something, and it'll. I assume Guerin's job will ride on how this turns out. So I mean, at least he had the stones to make a big, bold move.
Here's what nobody on the planet knows except Quinn Hughes in his head. He could have just lied to his agent or exaggerated or lied by omission. I don't know. It all depends how bad he wanted to get out of Vancouver. If he wanted to get out of Vancouver in any way, shape, or form as fast as possible, I would be terrified if I was Bill Guerin, because then he just said yes, and he'll deal with that. It's a very classic human emotion. I need to fix my issue now. I'll deal with that problem when it crosses the bridge, right? So I think all you guys can do is pull the trigger on the trade and treat him like the king he is, and try to build around him. I don't think Guerin's done. You don't make a move like that. I don't think he's done. You got to go balls deep, right? Not that you haven't, but you got to go even bigger balls deep. So let's see what happens. He wins a cup here, or you guys make it to the finals. That's what needs to happen to keep Quinn here. Then maybe Jack will want to come to Minnesota instead of the other way around.
I've read every article because I mean, just like, when your team makes a huge move, this is a once in a decade type move for your team. So I've been eating it up like a kid in a candy store. And here's what I've learned through all that I've read is that according to the agent, take this for what it is, he wants to play in a place where there's good hockey. It's been really tough on him in Vancouver, being on a crap team for a long time. And so it is on us to prove to him that this is an environment that is good hockey. One point that's been made, though, that I had not considered, right, and all the assumption that Quinn Hughes wants to go to New Jersey to be with the brother triumvirate,
Yeah.
is the whole Luke Hughes factor. Where
Yes,
if he goes to New Jersey, Luke Hughes right now is on the trajectory to be a number one defenseman candidate and make the big money, and it's going to push him out of Luke Hughes out of the power play. He's not going to supersede his brother, and so it would hurt Luke for him to go to New Jersey. And the people that were surmising this in the article said that Quinn knows that.
Okay.
So that part now, whether he wants to go to Detroit because that's where his family lives, I mean, that makes sense too, and maybe he'll eventually want to push his way there. But I think that for a guy of his talent, if that playing with Kaprizov should be, Kirill Kaprizov doesn't make it worse to play hockey. He makes it better for you too, and I think that'll be a really good pairing. But yeah, I guess time will tell. And now the clock is on the Wild to do what Vancouver couldn't do for 6 years, and to prove to him that this is the best place to stay for the long haul and win a Stanley Cup. And yeah, I mean, for the record too, I'm a Minnesota fan that
You
just
can do
said
it.
win a Stanley Cup, and I'm not laughing, which is crazy.
No, you can do it, man. You good job, Billy G. I'm not a big Guerin fan, but that was pretty awesome what he's been doing. So Godspeed, boys. Godspeed.
Yeah, it's well, of course, Zeev earlier today on Sunday had a goal and assist in his debut.
Naturally,
So
yeah.
there's a good for him, because he seems like he's a really good kid. And Guerin has been said over and over again that to get a player like Quinn Hughes, you have to give up a lot.
Yeah.
And he gave the Wild did give up a lot, of course. Louis, what was your reaction? And as this is settled in, what are your thoughts on the whole thing?
Yeah, I jotted some stuff down here. I just said, to me, the trade is the Wild finally, maybe, admitting what we've all known, that being first-round exit professionals don't make friends. I thought Hughes instantly becomes the best D, the power play quarterback, and the breakout leader out of the zone. Everything now is going to run through him. But, like we said, the price was steep. It's future talent that we lost. And
Wait, can I stop you real quick? Because I think you just made a really good point. I think this will take so much stress off of Kaprizov, because he's the one that's carrying the puck up the ice a ton right now. And to let him just cook in the offensive zone, and if Quinn can get the puck to him there, that could be really good.
100%. Yeah. I think I ended, future talent. Yeah, we moved. And if it doesn't turn into a deep playoff run, the trade's going to look terrible fast. This is a shotgun move, bang, we're going to win in 2 years, because like you guys were discussing, we don't know if he's going to be here after 2 years. If he walks, people are going to talk about this forever, but I still like it.
Yeah.
What's the alternative? I'm sick of being done in the first round. And at some point, you have to swing big, and this was it. Or go balls
I got
deep,
one more
like
point.
Phil said.
So I'm not, Marco Rossi he's a good middle six, maybe will score 50 to 65 points. You can find that other places in the league. Ogren's been awful. Maybe he turns it around. Of course, what you're going to miss from a Wild perspective is the upside of Zeev.
Yep.
That being said, if Zeev turns into 80% of the player Quinn Hughes is today, that would be a miracle. If we didn't do this, so now we put one of the best defensemen in the NHL together with a 28-year-old Kirill Kaprizov, or do we wait 6 years and Kirill's 35 for Zeev to get to the point where Quinn Hughes is today? You got to do this deal.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to. Okay. Quinn Hughes is on the season, he's 26 years old, as I mentioned. He's played 26 games this year, has 2 goals and 23 points. For his career, he's got 432 points in 459 games played, so pretty close to a point per game player. For a defenseman, that's pretty dang good. And he used the 2019-20 Young Guns PSA 10 pop 3,514 with a 61% gem rate. Last sold for $179 US on December 12th. Flat over the past 2 weeks, down 38% over the past 3 months. 52-week high, 288. 52-week low, 111 US. Here's what I'll say about the hobby thing too, because I think I'm sure it's in our mailbag, and we've been asked on DM, what does this do for the Quinn Hughes hobby market? Minnesota is one of these markets where I almost term it like a collector's market. It's not like Montreal or Toronto where you get people from all over North America that hunt cards for those players. And so I don't know. I'm sure there'll be an uptick for a few months by excited Wild fans, but I don't see it being a dramatic change to his hobby market. What do you think about that, boys?
I think it hurts when it comes to hobby stuff. When you trade, if I was in Minnesota, let's say Quinn Hughes got traded to the Sens, I still would never buy a Quinn Hughes card. I don't. I think it hurts hobby markets when players. That's one of the beautiful pieces of charm about our game of hockey is that there's not as many trades as the other sports. Not trades, but there's more loyalty, I guess, in hockey, and we seem to have more consistency in the uniform that we like to collect in our PCs.
The rookie jersey is a big thing, right? Because if you're a Wild collector, do you want to buy?
His rookie year is all that's going to matter. No Wild fan's going to collect his third year Vancouver card. I mean, some might. I just don't think a lot will. I think overall, this will hurt his hobby. Overall, yeah.
I think the most collectible cards would be like a limited logos of him and like something with a really sick Wild patch or something like that. Where,
I just don't think any of the staple cards will matter much more.
One player. Well, I 100% agree with you. One player that seems to me to have been able to buck that trend has been Flower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever.
I'm not the biggest fan, so I'm the wrong guy to.
No, I'm just saying. I think it's an exception, not the norm.
Yeah.
But like, especially for like the cup of coffee, he was in Chicago, and there's not a lot of Chicago Fleury cards. People go crazy for those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a magnetic personality. I mean, people love him, right? So, and goalie, I think when you have pads on, you're different than a player.
Cool. Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, you're
decoration.
Cool. Got a mask and stuff on. Yeah.
Well, the Minnesota angle on this, I guess. I wouldn't, like you were saying, I wouldn't collect any of his cards. Well, I can't stand Vancouver, so I don't want that. Could be like Phil buying a blue team card. If he got put into the Cup and had something amazing in there or whatnot in a Wild uniform, and he stays, I'll give it the 2 years. Then maybe I'd go after that. If he's still tearing it up. But that's the only.
You have to manifest the stay. He has to stay. He will stay. He will stay. Manifest it.
Oh, I hope so too. But it's on our team. I mean, we have the opportunity to keep him or lose him, and so put up or shut up time.
You crap the bed. He's gone. Right.
What about the Zeev hobby market? And let's say Zeev turns out to be a top level NHL defenseman, and he will have basically played 30 games with the Wild, and all of his rookie cards would be in Wild uniform.
Yeah, for D-man though, he's gotta be Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar. I mean, those are the only two. Who else collects defensemen in the league, right?
Yeah.
What other defensemen?
Good point.
There?
True.
Next story. So on Friday, Upper Deck announced a multi-year deal with USA Hockey to produce trading cards and memorabilia. Upper Deck also launched 2 new products immediately to go on with the announcement. There's a trading card product, a 2026 USA Hockey Showcase set, which is available right now in e-pack, and I have some card examples to show there. There's a couple, like a base card from James Hagens and Taylor Heisey, so they're doing both male and female players. Some auto cards, looks like a sticker auto, I don't know, it might be on card, of Cole Hudson, Shimmy Shake's little brother. And then that rainbow foil parallel of the base with the USA Hockey in the background looks kind of cool. So nice to see that. And then they're doing a memorabilia product as well. Looks like signed photos mainly now that you can pre-order on the Upper Deck website there. So I did reach out to our contacts at Upper Deck and learned that this is a separate license from the Olympics. So it's very similar to what they have with Team Canada. And I'm not sure if what that means for the Olympics. Like now, if they could produce cards under these licenses that maybe don't have the Olympics rings or mention the Olympics at all, but are Team USA and Team Canada cards, that could slide in there. I didn't get a clear answer on that. And we know because Upper Deck has had a deal with Team Canada forever now. But so a little bit of a mystery there. But to me, this is a great sign for the growth of hockey here in the U.S. First of all, we now have enough good players for Upper Deck to deem worthy to create trading card sets. So that's good. And then they must feel that there's going to be demand for USA hockey cards, which again, I think is a good sign. What do you guys think about this? Am I reading too much into it? Or
No, it's good. Growing the game. Anything. I mean, it's not monumental or anything,
No.
but it's a step. It's adding to the library of awesome that Upper Deck is doing, trying to get the game out there. So win. Big fan.
What do you think, Louis?
I don't know. I think it's awesome. I love the cards. I think it's great. I just don't know. We're weird down here, and I don't know how much love it's going to really get. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We're weird down here.
That was another Baba Louie Hobby Hot Take.
Thank you, Baba Louie.
You bet.
Okay, a couple more stories. So I don't know why we talked about Quinn Hughes so long. We had a massive, monumental goalie trade this week in the NHL. On Friday, the Edmonton Oilers shipped Stewie Skins, defenseman Brent Kulak, and a 2029 second-round pick to the Pittsburgh Penguins for tendy Tristan Jarry and forward Sam Poulin, I guess. Is this a big trade? Did anyone win? Are there winners? Is Tristan Jarry the answer in Edmonton? Is that really Edmonton? Is that the best you could do?
See, what I think is I can't wait to see. Now I know Stewie Skins can give up some softies and kind of not there, but I want to see that same crap happen. Not to be an ass to Jarry, but to prove that Edmonton's D is horse crap. And it really wasn't all Skinner. I've still been saying it all along. Everybody wants to beat the kid up.
There's that point, but like when you look at like the analytics, and especially in the playoffs, Jarry's been worse than Skinner. How do you conceive trading Stuart Skinner for what could potentially be a worse goal? Is this
No. So I know what you're saying, and I don't think Skinner is that bad as everyone says. I also think Jarry is a much better goalie than Skinner. Jarry has, I've watched enough Pittsburgh games to not that many, but when he's on, Jarry is on. The problem with him is, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, you all love to, if he lets in a stinker goal, like the professional, the wisdom of an adult, they can like just forget it, and then they can have a great rest of game. Jarry's not one of those guys. So I think if he gets like sunk in on a bad goal, it opens up the floodgates. 5-0 right off the bat. Second thing is, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I don't know. I heard a reporter on TSN say this. Jarry had some personal issues. I don't know what they were, but his biggest, poorest stretch of play can be contributed to a lot of things going on in his personal life that he has since fixed or let's say dealt with. I don't know too much about that situation, but I would do this deal all day long if I'm Edmonton, of course. I think it's great that Skinner's getting a fresh start in Pittsburgh. I actually think Crosby's probably a little bummed out he lost Jarry. I think Tristan Jarry is a better goalie than most people think, and good on Edmonton, but I also agree with Louis' point. I think he's going to get lit up. Yeah.
So with that being said, if we hooked McDavid up to a lie detector and asked him, how excited are you about Tristan Jarry? What do you think the results of that test would be?
Listen, so at least they did something. It's a change.
Right.
We're not going into the playoffs with Skinner again. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Tristan Jarry is like your Dustin Wolf. He's like an acrobatic goalie. You know, he's more
Fair.
like he's very. He's a good. He can move laterally with ease. That's what I'll say.
True.
So the Athletic they had two of their NHL analysts grade the trade, and Shayna Goldman gave the Oilers a D, and Dom Lucian gave the Oilers a C minus. So not a vote of confidence there, but you might be right. I mean, those good takes you had, Phil. Yeah, and I guess it's like the volatility thing, right? It's because Stuart Skinner did have really good stretches, and then that's kind of been Jarry's thing too. And so I think stability is more what I would be looking for. And the Penguin side of this seems to make more sense because I keep reading that their motive in this is really to create space for. They have 3 goalies under 24 that they're reasonably high on right now with Arturs Shelovs, Sergei Murashov, and Joel Blomqvist.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Stewart might be waived if he doesn't play well. That's what I read in some.
Really?
Like I don't know if they're really counting on him for much. They kind of, this is more about clearing space for those guys. And I guess to your point, Phil, for what it's worth, if Jarry could if he goes, stands on his head, and the Oilers win the Stanley Cup, he'll be a legend forever in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Well, at least Pittsburgh got. Well, I don't even know if that. Who knows anymore? I was gonna compliment him on a pick, but I don't even know if that matters.
Okay, let's move on to our last story. This comes from collect.com. I thought this was really interesting. So on Friday, eBay released its annual collecting trends report.
Exciting.
And a little bit of a spoiler alert, but it's a Pokemon world, and we're all just living in it, if you didn't know that already. From their report, here are the top 10 most searched collectible terms on eBay in 2025. Number 1 is Pokemon. Number 2 is Pokemon cards. Number 3 is Lego.
Lego's great.
Lego
Then for all you grading haters, 4 is PSA 10 and 5 is PSA.
I thought grading's dying though. I thought everyone's boycotting the. And listen, I'm saying this as one of you. I love it.
Number 6 is Lego Star Wars. 7 is Hot Wheels. Then the Pokemon PSA 10, Michael Jordan, and then football cards comes in at number 10.
Does people type in football cards, hit search?
I guess like grandma trying to get Christmas presents or something like that. I don't know.
Over the like to someone like PSA 10, enter, search. Oh, look at all the PSA 10s.
Nothing hockey related in the top 10, which is shocking, of course.
No comment.
Regarding our sport, though, eBay did also release the top 5 player searches this year in the hockey category. Number 1 is, no surprise, Wayne Gretzky. Number 2, Bedard. 3, Crosby. 4 and 5, though, were a little surprising to me, I got to admit. Love both of them, collect both of them, but Patrick Waugh and Mario Lemieux over players like Ovechkin, Connie McDavid.
Yeah, come on, Quebecers. You think the Russians are going to beat the Quebecers? No, my money's on Quebec, buddy.
Celebrini.
It's a different breed.
Well, I think maybe 2026 that might be different with Celebrini. That's been a recent phenomenon, but
yeah, we'll see.
Baba Louie.
Baba Louie.
Baba Louie.
Interesting, though, too, that you have 3 legends, don't sue us, Hall of Fame, and 2 current players only in the top 5 searches. What does that say for hockey?
I think people like really badass hockey cards of people that aren't playing anymore, but that are still being produced.
Yeah.
Then
I think I'm sorry. I still think it's crazy. People punch in PSA 10 and search that. What the heck are you searching a PSA 10 of? That's
all of
insane.
Anyway,
Pokemon.
I just want
Pokemon
PSA 10.
cards. What's ridiculous? Super silly.
Also, no Pinto in the top 5. Maybe next year, Phil. There's hope. Not really, but okay. New product releases brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Midink. Still time to get your wife that last minute hobby gift that you've probably forgotten, and let's admit it.
She'll love the box of Engrained. Get it?
What she really wants is a tin of the cup, Phil. and to watch you open it while you explain all the cards to her and all the different top loader sizes. That's what your wife most wants for Christmas. And do it for the sake of your marriage, I would say. And she'll be happy to know you bought her a gift at an amazing hobby shop. It's like the Tiffany's of hobby shops, really. Mint Inc. has you covered in the GTA for hobby boxes, singles, grading services, consignment memorabilia, and tons of other collectibles. The best part is you don't even have to live in Toronto. Via mintinc.ca, you can take advantage of their products and services anywhere in Canada as they'll ship the latest hobby releases right to your doorstep.
Can you say that city's name again?
Nope. Phil Goodman. A big set releases this week, boys. We've had a little bit of a break. There's a lot less going on when we have a... I know it's easy on your pocketbook for Friday nights, Phil, but I don't like when there's a week off of releases.
No.
It feels a little like stale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm sure Upper Deck will fix that. We want 52 releases next year. All quality and bangers. And I want to get my money back after every box I open, and I demand it, or the hobby is
I
dying.
want to make 200%.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So 24-25 Engrained Icons will hit hobby shelves on Wednesday. Engrained Icons is a legend set. I did it. I said the L word. It features players that are only retired or only players that are retired and part of the NHL Alumni Association. I'm a big fan of these sets, and I think they're a good vehicle to connect younger fans to the history of the game. With these sets, though, there's a lot to live up to, I think, after 2020 SP Legends Signature Edition. And, you know, now the now iconic all-time Future Watch autos, right? So it's like, I think that any new Legend set will be measured against that for a long time. With these, Engrained offers a format that is more memorabilia focused, where SP Legends was all basically autos. So I'm very excited to see what UD has cooking for this release. We're going to highlight some selected sets now from Engrained Icons as a preview, and you can see the entire checklist at any point, including now on hockeychecklist.com.
I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised seeing this. I was, and I'm kind of a Scrooge.
I have one Scroogey thing, but I'll see if you guys agree or disagree with it. But overall, I think pretty good. The base set has 100 total cards. You get 2 per pack, and there are 3 base parallels. There's Ebony out of 199, Mahogany out of 75. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the Teemu Selanne Mahogany base parallel. And then there's a Rosewood 101. So
No
pretty
Crimson and
straightforward.
Clover?
No Crimson and Clover.
No Crimson. Okay.
No, sorry. Is that Simon and Garfunkel? Who did Crimson and Clover?
Oh, it's before Simon and Garfunkel. I'm not sure. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, Louis, look that up, will you?
What? It's like 20 years before, man. It's like
I wanna
50s,
know.
60s.
I
Oh,
want
okay.
to know. Autographs. Next, again, there's a few options for autos. All autos are hard signed in this product, which is a good thing. And the first category of autos we'll look at are the base autos and base parallels. There's 280 base autos on the checklist, which is pretty big. Overall odds are 1 in 18 boxes. Doesn't include short print, super short print. Super short prints for base autos are Bob Kelly, Bobby Orr, Dominic Hasek, who's in a Buffalo uniform, Eddie the Eagle in a Dallas uniform, Joe Sakic in the Avs, boo, not in Nordiques, Mario Lemieux, Mark Messier in the Oilers, Flyers legend, Peter Forsberg, Patrick Roy in the Avs, Ray Bourque in the Bruins, Yzerman, Timu and Ducks, and Wayner in the Oilers. Down to the base parallels, there's Ebony autos. These are either serial numbered out of 49, 15, or 10. 281 cards, and we're looking at the Patrick Roy. Nice looking card there. Mahogany autos, 282 cards on the checklist, serial numbered out of 10 or out of 3. Teemu Selanne, we're looking at on YouTube. And then the Rosewood autos are serial numbered out of 5 or 101 and 282 cards on the checklist. The only other auto set is a parallel of the Carved in Time insert, which is a faux wood insert. There's 14 players on the checklist. Pretty tough odds. 1 in 750 boxes, which is it's a 1 pack per box product.
Did you guys? It looks like a wood burning card. Did you ever do wood burning as a kid?
What's wood
Yep.
burning? Oh,
Yeah,
like
a stencil sheet and a cheap piece of wood. Burned like the different pressure points would affect the contrast of burn the wood, man. Like the picture.
I've always thought these are cool. I'm just not into them. If that makes sense.
Agreed. Yeah, I think they're very cool. I just can't seem to spend the money to get one.
There's a Bobby or a Marcel Dion, Phil. A Marcel Dion.
I won't be buying one of those.
There's a Madonna for Baba Louie, a Patrick Waugh, and then Gretzky and the Oilers. And there must be a Brian Leach too. Because he's the one we're showing. And speaking of inserts, the only insert is carved in time, and which is this card without the auto, basically. 60 players on the checklist, and you can see them all on hockeychecklist.com. So really, this is a memorabilia set, and
isn't their big card the signature shots? Isn't like that the graphite manufactured? Isn't that and then the dual nameplates? Like those are the two big things in the product, right?
So we're going to start though looking at complete sticks, and there's 15 players on the checklist. The base out of 49, gold out of 10, features 3 parts of the sticks: the handle, the shaft. Nobody laugh. It's an adult show. And tape. Highlights include Gordie Howe, which is pictured, Guy Lafleur, complete stick, Mario Lemieux, Patrick Waugh, Ted Lindsay, and Gretzky with the Oilers again. There is a signatures version too that are serial numbered out of 25 or out of 10. Bobby Orr. Now again, this is significant because Bobby Orr very recently has started to allow Upper Deck to do memorabilia, where he's only been auto for a long time. And then there's a gold parallel to the signatures as well. These are serial numbered out of 5 or 1 of 1 there. And there's our guy, Brian Trottier. What do you think of these?
Brian, bringing heat to that autograph.
Love it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a sticks guy, right, Phil?
No, this is a perfect set. I completely understand why people love it. It's just not for me. It's just not for Phil.
I don't love the whole wood motif thing on Engrained. Just the whole theme of it, the wood theme that
I see in anything else in life. I love that, but I agree with you. There's something off about. I need more accents, more shiny accents with the wood. I don't like sticks to begin with. I'd rather this jersey has been worn by this player and not even game worn than any of these sticks.
Oh, that's too far. That's too far.
No. I know I'm alone on that, but does chopping up a stick into itty little pieces does nothing for me because you took down the thickness. At least a jersey is thin. There's something about that. I don't know.
This is a total California Dave card though. He's all about these, I know.
Yeah. Dave doesn't know what he collects. He put out a 4-color Matthew Barzal Premier or Ultimate. I'm like, what other card in your entire collection matches this card?
I think that was his hit from the cup.
Whatever.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Cuts of Class features relics from legendary players. Here's the Cuts of Class triples. There's some interesting cards here. So these are serial numbered out of 25. There's a gold parallel, which is out of 15. There's a Messier, Glenn Anderson, Wayne Gretzky. This one, though, is pretty cool. Jacques Plante, Bernie Boom Boom Geoffrion, and Cornwallis. You don't see too many Jacques Plante relics, so I would be very interested in that one. There's a quads version, too. The base are out of 10. There's a gold parallel out of 5. And I think... so this is what the Red Wings one with Robitaille, Yzerman.
I like the blade. I can get behind the blade because the blade is thin, even though that's probably planed a little bit. I like that. That makes me, because I have a connection to that. I sticks like that. I would spend for $2,000-$3,000. You can buy a authentic Montreal Forum seat for $2,000 to $3,000, or you could go out and buy 5 boxes of Engrained. What would you rather? Right? That's how I look at this. I'd rather buy the real seat, not chopped up.
Would you buy that and sit in it right now as your desk chair?
I'm looking at purchasing one. No, not as my desk chair. I would kill my back, but I do know where there is one, and I'm not saying it because I don't want someone to go buy it.
Hmm.
To me, that's a piece of history.
Okay, for this card though, Phil,
Agree.
does this one do it for you? There's
Yeah,
an Henri
more so.
Richard, Serge Savard, Frank Mahovlich, and Pete Mahovlich.
Is it the blades of the stick like this? Because they
It's the
probably
same cuts of class quad. I don't know, but
I'm not used to it. I'm used to jerseys. I'm used to swatches. I'm used to patches. I'm used to inserts. I'm not used to this yet. I think I just need some time.
you're a simple man.
I am. Because Mama told me.
Okay, Distinguishing Marks is another stick relic card. Pictured is Madonna, and these are all 101. This is sweet. You got to like this one, huh, Louis?
Yeah, because they did it right. Not only did they use the stick that has something on it, I mean, they got part of his name in it then, too. That's even better.
You struggle with these two, Phil? Or do you get this more?
No, I don't like it.
So other names on the checklist are Gordie Howe when he was with the Whalers or in Whalers uniform, Henri Richard, and Peter Forsberg. Those are probably the other big names. Okay, here's this next one. I'm still having a hard time kind of get my head wrapped around. It's called highlight tapes.
I
So
love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
You,
I
might be
love
too
it. I
gimmicky
love
for
it.
me.
It's a Memorex
Oh my gosh.
TDK VHS. Oh, Billy, good job. This is great.
Mm.
Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, there's golds too and parallels. Oh, I'm all over it. Let's go.
So it has stick tape relics, right? So and then again, it has like a VCR theme to it. And anyone under 30 is like, what?
That's a
Yeah,
VHS
it's so bad.
tape, sir.
It's so bad. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
This is
And-
great.
I chuckled, Josh, when I was putting this together. And because I was like, I thought of Billy right away, whether he had anything to do with it or not. Because
for
I'm like,
sure.
well, this doesn't. I mean, I get it, but this doesn't. It fits, but the way the design of the card looks, it's like, I mean, I guess it's 80s, baby, but
Mhm.
And early 90s and mid 90s.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
There are some variations too. There's a duels, which features two players, and a goal parallel of that. I think we have a. Okay, so there's Gretzky and Messier. Then there's a Ted Lindsay, Terry Sawchuk. Any Terry Sawchuk memorabilia is. This is a pretty cool card, right here.
Yeah.
But again, though, it's like a VCR tape of guys who played before VCRs were
VCRs.
even a thing.
Why you gotta ruin it, man? It's good.
I don't know.
Well, because he's a simple man.
I'm a simple man. There's signatures that has the player auto on top of the tape.
Come
So
on,
here's a
Darren, what
Theo
are you
Fleury.
doing? Thought he stopped
Terrible.
drinking. Jesus. That's so crazy. Sorry, bro. I guess I don't know. That was a
Base
show.
are out of 10, gold are out of 5. Okay, the next one is what you mentioned kind of at the beginning, signature shots. So this is the auto on top of a manufactured stick relic. Big checklist for base, 118 cards. Overall odds are 1 in 12 boxes. Then there's also parallels. There's a red ink auto and a green ink auto without published odds. So my biggest fear in buying Engrained would be this is the card I'm least interested in. And I think with a checklist of over 100 players that and the 3 parallels that I assume they're going to be in quite a few boxes.
Yeah.
What's the price? I know it's at the end, but I kind of want to know now. Sorry.
Well, 300 US. So what is that, 450 Canadian? No,
Yeah.
400 Canadian.
About 420, 430.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember it's cheaper than last year. I think it was $4.99 last year. I almost crapped my pants when I was at the cash. I thought they were pranking me.
My favorite is probably the next one, and the last one we'll go over are the stick nameplates.
Yes. So this is awesome. I
I
still don't
love
like
this.
the plain it. Yeah, like, and I get why the box has to be so expensive. That's one box I'm not going to complain about the price. Why?
Mhm.
Oh, why is it so expensive? Well, you think this was cheap? Come
No.
on, man. Oh, not even close, right?
It's the best part of a game used Gordie Howe stick, hands down.
Yeah.
These are all 101. Biggest names include Bobby Clark, Gordie Howe in the Red Wings here, what we're looking at. Messier with the Rangers, Forsberg, Peter Stastny with the Nordiques. That would be a fun one
That's
to
cool.
get.
Yeah.
And then
Dion?
Stan Mikita with the Blackhawks.
No Lafleur, no Dion, eh?
There are also duels variation that has 4 cards. And the one we're looking at here is Mario Lemieux and Paul Coffey. That's kind of a neat one.
That's a nice card.
There's some other memorabilia sets on Hockey Checklist we didn't go through.
A Penguins fan would really like this.
Oh,
card.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
this is a great set for team collect players, big player collect players. I think this set needs to be done. I think I was a little poo-pooey on it last year, but it's grown on me. It's very different. I think it's very well done.
Well, last year wasn't a legend set, though. Last year was a regular set. So
Yeah, it's still grown on me. Just the
Yeah.
vibe of it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, lastly, too, I do want to mention there are some updates and some really good ones. There's a number of 2018 chronology updates. There's a Pavel Bure 101 auto, Gretzky and Rob Blake dual auto, a Mario Lemieux auto out of 5, and then a couple updates from SP Legends Signature Edition, some Lanny McDonald and Dave Keon updates for people, I think, on the Leafs, maybe. But okay, here's what to expect if you pick up a hobby box of 24-25 engraved icons. 1 pack per box, and you get 6 cards. You get 3 auto or memorabilia cards, 1 base set parallel or carved in time, and 2 base cards.
It's all about that base. About that. Oh,
I didn't see a pre-order at Mint Ink, but I mentioned it's about $300 US here in the States. And I don't know, overall thoughts, is this, if you had $300 to burn on a hobby box, is this one you would consider, Louis?
well, yeah. Once for the heck of it. Why not?
Phil, are you gonna do this on a Friday night?
No, that's retired. That bit's retired. Phil's broke as
Oh.
a joke right now. Yeah,
Okay.
Phil's selling silver at top dollars per spot. So I'm keeping that money. That's not for anybody else. I'm intrigued. I will live through the breaks of others. It's just not for me, I think, this year. But I could see this being a set that in my older age, I'd be like, do you have any 2025 ingrained? I missed the boat.
Totally
Hopefully
get it.
they have some. Yeah, I could.
And
see
we have Dave to live through. He'll probably rip a case and we can
He
watch the
won't
video.
buy this. He doesn't know anything.
Oh,
Right?
no, we'll see. I think he plans on doing a video.
Really? Well, I
Yeah.
want him to. I mean, I'd love Dave to get into older hockey, but he wasn't kidding when he said he knows a lot of 2020 and up. I was
I
like,
think
oh, you're
there's
not
some
that
Luke
bad.
Robitaille in here that he'll be interested in. So
Yeah, fair enough. That's good.
we got a big mailbag, Phil. You ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready. I like talking. I don't mind. All right. You ready, Louis? Gongshow Mailbag. Here we go.
I am.
Listen up, good listener. First question, YouTube. Fraser Mulholland. If there were no such thing as breakers, do you think the cup prices would be anything close to what it is now? I honestly don't think the consumer is buying the cup at $1,500 a tin, but many are buying into the lottery at $100 to $500 for a chance at a life-changing card. Thoughts? Josh, what do you think?
Did they cover this like situation in Back to the Future where I think there's a term for it? Like if you went back in time and changed one thing, like the ripple effect, it wouldn't just change that one thing in history. A whole bunch of other things would change because that one thing changed. And
Butterfly
so-
effect, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe that's the best way to put it. So yeah, I don't deny, and I think you can only conclude that breakers have raised wax prices. But if breakers didn't exist, would there be something else in that void that would have got us where we are today? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. Louis does too. All right, next question.
do.
Discord. Well, I don't know. I agree. I think the price has gone up. Yeah, for sure. But if let's say the cup with inflation and societies, whatever's going on, the cup, let's say, would be only $749 plus tax. Well, it's still $1,000. It's gargantuan. I'd rather the cup be $1,600 or $1,500 plus tax and breakers exist than the cup be $750 personally, because I like breaks. Breaks scratch my itch once or 2-3 times a year for big products.
Can I make one more comment on this too? And it might be controversial. So sorry if I offend anyone, but
Don't.
I get the whole sentiment of wanting lower prices because I'm a collector. I don't really sell much ever. But how many people that want lower prices would be willing to sacrifice half the value of their collection to get them? Because aren't those interconnected?
Yeah, you're. I think you're asking a lot now.
Yeah, I mean, again, but like if there was the hobby fairy came down named Phil and said, I will wave my magic wand and I will cut every price in the hobby in half, but you will lose half the value of your collection. What percentage of people you think would vote for that?
Less than 1%. I'd vote for it though. I love rip and wax, man. That's what stops. Like that's. Anyways, good question. Listen, that's number 1. We got to get to 2. Next question. Good question, Fraser. It made us think for sure. Next question. Oh no, it's Vegas collector. All right, I'll read your question. With regards to the Celebrini versus Bedard valuation conversation, could it be that the hobby is punishing, quote unquote, Bedard to some extent because of the Bedard tax you had to pay to get his cards? Initially, while Macklin is seen more as a value, since there wasn't as high a premium price placed on chasing him out of the gate. Oh my God, Vegas, put a period in there. Okay. I'll go first. I don't think anybody in her hobby is that measured and could pull that off. That's my answer. Josh, what do you think?
Seems kind of potato right now between Bedard and Celebrini to me. I don't know if there's punishment going on.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's, like I said, I don't think anyone is that measured because you'd have to have a pretty big master plan, and everyone I meet doesn't have a master plan. Louis just replied with a body noise. Okay, next question. Instagram. Lauren Cucks. That's interesting. How do you guys feel when your team... Nope, I'll start over again. How do you guys feel when your PC team has a sought-after rookie and you can't afford breaks or singles because of the absurd prices? I feel that way with Michkov this year, and it's getting me down. Oh, I remember this question. Especially with the new cup release. Any comforting words? Thanks for the incredible content per usual. I'll go first. Great question, Lauren. And I've always said that, man. Very happy you wrote in. Stay strong. Okay? I've been saying it. What if someone actually wanted to collect Bedard when he came into the league? They're screwed. They're just absolutely screwed. And now I found you and a Michkov. Stay strong. Stay with your player. I know the prices are high, but brother, they are not that high compared to what they could be. I think now is probably Michkov's best buying time if he's not a pretty, I don't want to say bust. I do think he's going to be a superstar. We don't know how far yet. I think it's a very good time to buy his cards if you believe in him strongly. I would be cleaning up as much as you can. That's how I would think. Great question, too. Louis, what do you think?
Good. What you said.
Okay,
you
Josh.
said it best. You said it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question. T. Scott 6791. What do you think of Upper Deck's authority, subscriptions, pricing, and vaulting? Seems sketchy. Josh, you probably want to go first on that.
Yeah.
I've been chatting the last few days via the Pewter Machine and email with the CEO of Dynamics, the company that has built the authority. And we're working on getting him on Thursday's show to answer hopefully all these questions. The whole grading thing too is I'm a little bit confused by. I'm just trying to focus on nailing that interview down because I think that would be the best source of information.
I could be wrong on this, Scott. I'm gonna use you as an example though. So you said sketchy. I usually associate the word sketchy with something maybe illegal or very suspect, and someone's trying to round up the pennies to line their pockets. It just, I don't feel anything is sketchy about Upper Deck or even Tops or Fanatics. Now hear me out. Okay. I know everyone just burst out laughing that's listening to this. I do notice a lot of things Upper Deck does, in my opinion, are redundant and overkill and unnecessary. I don't feel they're sketchy. Like, I don't feel their authority thing is a sketchy thing. I just feel like they really like whiteboarding and using managers to fix such a simple issue where if you could just ask a normal collector what would fix the problem, they could just fix it. But that doesn't seem to be the corporate way.
I think sketchy is very accusatory and premature. And
yeah, it just doesn't make me feel good, that word. I wouldn't say nothing of this is I would silly. I would say a lot of the things they're doing are silly. I don't think they're sketchy.
well, the other thing Upper Deck does is they're not afraid to march to the beat of their own drum either. And like there's some wild components to this, like the whole grading thing, where basically now they're saying that in all like the cup RPAs, they put a chip inside there, and that they can grade the card without removing it from the case, from the slab that it's in.
I'm gonna need some details on that.
Oh, I know. I mean, again, it's like it's very
all I heard.
non-traditional.
Yeah, all I heard was we're gonna do less work and charge you more and quicker. That's like my doctor being like, "Oh, I can see 15 patients an hour now over webcam. No problem." Yeah, you mean you can just bill my government 15 times an hour? It's the same thing. I'm very suspect of what you just said there.
And I'm very interested in the whole relationship between Dynamics and Upper Deck and who actually owns the authority.
I just wanted pictures of my sets, man. I just, sledgehammer and kill the mosquito. Like, oh my goodness.
Well, I'll be honest, Phil, and Louis, I assumed Upper Deck owned it until I got an email from the CEO of the company. I mean, like, oh, okay, I guess maybe it's
very
like a
curious.
joint venture, or I'm more.
Even if the interview goes perfect and it's like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. I'm still gonna say you still could have taken one picture of every card of the cup at print and solved and made a beautiful thing, right? So I'm very curious to hear what more is going to happen with that gentleman that you're going to interview. Okay, next question. Mad Dog Nav 78, the captain of the ship at Discord. Hello, fine gentlemen of the Collectorius Carturium glacial species. Carterum's glacial species. How would you categorize a buyback auto from a retired player on a playing days card? Is it a playing days auto? Louis.
Nope.
Josh.
I agree with Louis. I love buyback autos. I don't own any, but I want to. Do you guys have that, like, where there's a certain type of card that for whatever reason you don't have any, but you really want to? It's like a new like lane in collecting that I think I'll probably eventually get into, but I wouldn't characterize it as a plain days auto.
It's in your peripheral. You're just not ready to attack it yet. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Base card Tom C. Hello, Hockey Hobby crew. Many people have been sharing their 2025 Spotify listening age. What do you think is your 2025 hobby age?
48.
Yeah, Louis and Josh both said 48. I said 50. I feel like I'm 10 years older than I am mentally. Like, I know I'm goofy and silly, but I feel like I'm a 50.
That'd be 54, but
whatever.
Who's counting?
Get out, quiet cave. My segment. Okay, next question, Louis. Discord. Keggers cards. Hey, boys. I know. It's the Hockey Card Gongshow, but do any of you PC anything non-hockey? Louis.
Oh, great. Just hand it over to Louis for the next 74 hours, and he'll tell you about every one of his 4,000 collections.
No, just the main
4,000. F1 and Kirby Puckett.
And vinyl.
No, we're allowed two only. Josh is My Little Pony and
signing Phil up for bedwetting classes.
Careful. Go ahead.
Oh, can I tell you guys a story about that?
Oh boy. Well, go ahead.
Sure.
So now remember, this is before the internet. In the mid 90s, I'm in high school and have a really good friend, who still friends to this day, that named Chris. We'll stop there. I thought there used to be magazines that, like magazines, remember when you buy them and then the ads would you'd open them up and ads would fall on the ground, the little inserts.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we found this at the drugstore, grocery store, this magazine that had ads for bedwetting places. Like if you were a frequent bedwetter, that you would go there for 2 weeks and then they would figure out why you're wetting the bed and fix that for you.
Mm-hmm.
For about a solid month, I would fill those out under Chris's name. and mail them back to the bedwetting place. So one day after school, he walks in the house and his mom and dad are sitting in the living room. And they needed to have they wanted to have a serious talk with him because they thought that he had a bedwetting problem and he was trying to hide it and get help for himself behind his parents. They were not happy with me, Phil and Louie.
Oh, that's good though. That's good, Josh. Oh, I like that, man.
Is this the same guy you did that thing in the shampoo bottle to?
No.
Oh.
They're not friends anymore, Louie.
Next question.
That was unforgivable. Next,
Josh wants to move on. I think we need to dig a little bit here.
Rosy cheeks over there. All right, back to Kegger's cards here. I collect baseball and Disney. That's it.
Oh, you have princess cards.
I like princess cards. Yeah, I want to find me a princess and make her my queen. Okay,
I'm the only one on this show dedicated to the hockey hobby. It's my only love.
Next question: top shelf cookie sniper. Oh crap, Jay! I saw your text. I'm sorry. I guess I could just text you back. I will listen. I will answer. I'm sorry.
He won't.
Okay. In the new reloaded release, what's one card you would each love to hypothetically get? Stuck at Trebek. I'll go first. That was easy. Panini Guy Lafleur patch auto. I don't understand how that got in there. But I'm broke, so I will not offer a bounty. I could do the Louis bounty. Just give me the card. Okay,
you don't even have to say anything, Phil.
I seem to have to. What do you think, Louis? I have an idea what you might pick.
Well, if there's a Madonna shield in there, I might want that.
Wait, there isn't.
Yeah, there is. It's like it's a glory shield. So it's
that one. Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. There's 10 of them though, and they're dirty. Okay, Josh,
heavy.
Yourself.
Hands down, OV Mega Patch. And I'm announcing today a $675 bounty. I'm just like Grant, who offers $250,000. I offer $675.
Yeah, your decimal point's a little different.
Oh, go watch our reel. On the Gongshow Instagram. I went through about 100 cards on there the other day.
Okay. Next question. Hockey fan 27. Hey, hobby bros. Question for our Minnesota boys. Will the Quinn Hughes trade to the Wild spark an interest in you collecting him? I think they covered it a little bit, but if you want to hit that up again.
Well, maybe once he has wild cards.
Yeah, for me, I'll wait till he resigns.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right.
No, I wouldn't.
That too.
Yeah, makes sense. Next one. Let's go Blues cards. When will Phil just get on with it already and invent a top loader binder that will fit patch cards? The gang members are waiting. Well, little brother, I've reached out to a few top loader binder companies. It's a lot of work to break even. And what I mean is break even is I'll have to fit a lot of money myself, and then I have to sell out all my product, and then I break even because it's not my lane. That's not my business. If I charge it too much, you're just going to order cheaper ones off Amazon. It's not something I really want to make money off of. I kind of like apparel. I like shirts and hats. I've talked to Josh about this stuff, so I am. It's on the radar. I don't think making our own binder. I'm not saying no. It's a lot of work, guys, and I'm not sure. Let me think about it a little bit. You can find ones with slabs. The patch cards is tough. I thought maybe like a string system. Are there any engineers on listening that want to reach out to me? I don't know, but the TLBG thing is a real thing. I just don't know if we're going to brand out a binder. We'll see. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. Sorry, that's not a good answer for you, brother. I apologize. Okay, next question. Instagram, Gunther Cards 96. Hey boys, I really love the sneak peek of the next Reloaded. A great assortment of cards. I really love all of the stick cards and other cool memorabilia cards. Is there a set that you truly love that your favorite player wasn't featured in that you wish Upper Deck will add in a future release? I'd love to see a Dylan Gunther Cup Material Sticks card. Josh, what do you think?
I'd actually love Upper Deck to bring back Playmakers Theater from 2012 Flair Retro, but do it the same way. Keep it out of 100. Don't make it like a common insert and wreck it that way. And it would be awesome to see a Kaprizov and a Wild reverse retro uniform. Very specific.
That's a specific answer. I'll go next there. I think I don't have a specific player, but I'm a big fan of the 0809, 1011, sorry, Upper Deck Anniversary edition where they honored the 1990-91. I think they should do that at the turn of every decade and just do a full honorary set of the set that started it all, 90-91. That's got to be a cheap set to produce. Dewey pack only. I don't give a crap, but I want my outbursts in there. That's what I want. That's why I want that set redone. I want my outburst in that with the little bottom.
But you would want them to do it every 10 years so that there would be like two of the. I thought you don't like that. Like you don't want Upper Deck to make your
no
again.
Wayne Gretzky in it, no Crosby. Every 10 years of the players that are in the NHL, no honorary. Just a regular set.
I got you.
Yeah, like so if they do it next year, it's Bedard's third year. Nothing special, nothing fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I would love them to do that. I would think if every 10 years you'd get everybody, right?
Yeah.
Louis, what do you think?
I would really like to have a Upper Deck stature Heischer patch auto or patch card.
They don't have those?
Mm-mm.
Really?
What jersey player do you have in stature then? Oh, it's Brodeur then, I guess,
Brodeur.
Or Jack Hughes?
No, I could have swore I thought you had a Heischer stature card. What do I know?
Good question. Honestly, Phil, I don't even think I have just a base Heischer stature card.
That surprises me.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, just when you think you know your friends. All right, next question. Instagram. Blend cards or BLN cards. Would the Quinn Hughes deal make sense as a hockey card trade? I have no dog in that fight. Josh or Louis?
Would I trade a Quinn Hughes for those 3 cards?
Would you trade a Quinn Hughes Young Guns for, let's pretend Zeev has a Young Guns and the others Olgren?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. All right.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Instagram. Relicking. What are you relicking? Will the hobby eventually switch over to a more non-subjective grading style, i.e. using AI? I said yes with an exclamation mark to infinity. Josh?
I think within 3-4 years, AI will be in almost every aspect of life, and it would be strange. Like we'll even go further just to be safe. 10 years from now, if everything in the entire world incorporates AI but trading card grading, that would be a little bit weird.
And listen, don't stop fighting it. Like find your way to change. Change sucks, but change, if you don't change with the times, you're going to be left behind. Like just look at music, right? When amplifiers came out for acoustic guitars, I will never, ever hook up my acoustic guitar to an electrical amplifier, blah, blah. Listen, AI grading is coming. I made that excuse because there's a lot of like directors of movies and music artists saying AI is the devil and it's ruining everything. So those people are going to be left behind.
Oh, we get comments like that. And I could not agree with you more. And it's the whole, I was given this world, I didn't make it. If you want to shake your fist at AI, it is going to dominate technology in our life. And if you are not learning it and learning how to use it right now, you're screwed.
Yeah, it's not a if you like it or not thing.
No. It's a.
I'm pushing my son to at least like it doesn't do things for. Yeah, okay, let's not get into it. I mean, there's so many different ways to.
And I say that like if I had the choice, and I think a lot of people, and you could like undo the invention of AI, I might vote for that. I'm not trying to say I'm the biggest fanboy of AI, but I have recognized that it's a sink or swim proposition here.
And we're just scratching the surface on that. All right, next question. Instagram, King Breaks. Are you going to the expo in February? As journalists, I think you have to. I'm number 2. I am going to the card show. Yes. My friend Victoria and her hubby have a table there. I know it's a lot of TCG, but hey, I'm only 4, 5, 6, sometimes 8 hours away. I'm definitely going down in February and I'm going to have a great time. I listen, it's a card show and I know the expo is doing it, but when I hear expo, I think 2 times a year, a gargantuan mammoth event. The expo is also a brand, right? It's like Kleenex. Oh, do you have a tissue? Do you have a Kleenex? Kleenex is a company. Well, it's good marketing. Good job, Steve. You boys, you guys going?
Negative.
No,
Okay.
we have a lot of travel planned in 2026, including we're trying to go to China next summer, and we're going to go back to Saskatoon, 2 expos. We might end up in Vancouver, and we're a poor podcast, first of all. I mean, just being honest, and it's a lot of we'll let this one play out a little bit, but
I'm
kind of
going.
agree
That's
with
all
you.
that matters. Next question. Discord. Minnesota
so.
sports card junkie. Is that Tori?
Sure is.
Hey, Tori. Is there a chance that Flagship becomes the only multi-pack product Upper Deck offers? Feels like they are headed in that direction. I agree, Tori. I believe it's trending that way. Louis?
Please don't. Just don't trend that way, please.
Josh?
Yeah, I mean, more products are becoming 1-pack than multi-pack, but I think there would always be 5 to 8 of the 26 releases being that way.
Okay. Second last question. No, third last question.
Oof.
Okay. XYZ Optics. I don't understand why you all, maybe just Josh. Well, that's pretty different right off the bat.
Shots fired.
I hate all of you. I only mean Phil. No kidding. Hold on. I don't
Why does a
understand.
stupid show? Well, maybe just Josh.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see what he's saying here. I don't understand why all of you, maybe just Josh, keep acting like the PWHL first edition and 2024-25 PWHL releases don't make sense. I'm hoping to clear it up for you. The first edition was from the first season of PWHL. The 2024-25 edition was from the second season. Yeah, I'm following along so far. They called the first edition 2024 rather than 23-24 because there weren't any actual games in 2023. The season started on January 1st, 2024. I'm following along good. You had Billy on during the Series 1 launch, and he was about to tell you all about something related to PWHL, but then he got cut off. Sorry, it was probably me. And he didn't come back to it. It's because we don't invite Billy back. We don't like him. Last year, they came on your podcast and said this season they would have more releases on PWHL this season. I'm wondering if you can reach out to them to see if they have anything planned. Yeah, totally. We love Billy. Sorry to Phil for the long question. Oh, that's okay. Y'all are crushing it. Y'all. It's that drawl. Also, the 2024-25 PWHL on EPAC has been awesome this week. Okay, good.
Sweet.
Well, basically he's saying, Josh, you're a dum-dum.
Okay, here's my retort to that. And I love the question. I am a huge fan of the PWHL, and I don't profess to be a marketing genius. But given the fact it took a paragraph to explain the difference between the two boxes, I'm going to kind of rest my case on that.
Yeah.
It's just confusing the way they did it, and it was a very good explanation, but they needed it to be a product needs to be easily identifiable from its.
I'll back you up here. So when the I don't know if it was Grosvenor or Universal, I don't know who it was, but when I was at my LCS in the second year, I've forgotten already. I don't even know what to call it. The second year of PWHL came in. I had both shop owners there. There's 2 other guys in there and me and their staff. So there's like at least 8 or 9 dudes just all standing around. Opened up one of the cases. We all holding the box. We're all kind of looking at it. Every single one of us was all like confused. Like we all were confused. Every one of us. Yes, your explanation made sense, but we're so accustomed to the way things have been done. It is a little confusing. It is a little bit. I don't know. Does that show that we're dumb? Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
Next question, Instagram. South Swedish Cardboard. Hey guys, love the part where you focus on the cheaper part of the hobby. I have a set limit to $150 for a card, and I still love the hobby and enjoy my cards. You can still get great auto and patch cards from great players. I totally agree. Right now, I'm collecting players related to my favorite Swedish team, Luleå, Wallsted's old team. That's a beautiful name. I hope I'm saying it right, Luleå. And affordable autos. Please feel free to show my Instagram to show that the hobby can be pretty cheap. Love your show. Keep up the great work. Oh, that's great, man. Love the message. Thanks, brother.
Fantastic. And I think his Instagram is just look up South Swedish Cardboard.
I'll show it on Friday there. I'll do you up there, bro. My Friday show is a little crazy and goofy. I'll show your Instagram there. Oh, nice. Last question. I didn't see this. Cheeto Fingers. What's up, buddy? No real question here. More of a talking point. In the Gongshow 100 index, you have 4 cards with patches. And as we know, with patch cards, the prices are drastically affected by the quality of the patch. If one of these cards sell and is only a 1-color patch, which should be illegal in Phil's eyes, that is correct, Cheeto, that will have a fairly significant negative impact for that card in the index. I figured this was considered when the index was created, since there are only 4 such cards in the index. Part of what makes creating an index challenging. Oh, Jesus, man. This is a Josh question.
It's a great point, Cheeto. And you just illustrated how there's no perfect way to, we all want absolutes, right? Everybody wants to know like definitively what something is worth or how to comp something. But the reality is comp stands for comparable, and the index is at best directional, and it will never be absolute. And so if you really want the best possible answer, you find 3 or 4 sources and you compare the results, and you get as close to an approximation of what the true value of something really is.
Good answer.
Best I can do.
There you go, Cheeto.
Okay. Personal pickups. Phil, back to you.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so I got listen, good listener. If you're a player collect, I always make fun of SP Authentic and I say there's nothing in there other than the FWAPs and the FWAs. I lied to you, good listener. The Legends Holo Foils, and I have permission from the Hockey Hall of Fame. No, I don't know. Not that they listen to this. But yes, Upper Deck does have a hockey card that's beautiful. It's got like the same tech as the Holo Holo types.
Holo foil. Yeah.
Well, what are the ones that we like? The living set?
Oh yeah, holotypes. Yeah, holograms.
Yeah, holotypes,
holographic.
Yeah. So the SP Authentic logo in the back is kind of like the NHL. It's the same tech. These cards are... Now, I do have one complaint. Marcel Dion looks very blurry on the screen. He's blurry on the card, too. Like, he's blurry on the card, too. So, I mean, I don't know. But love these cards. They're not spendy at all. I'm waiting for my Patrick Waugh. Big fan. Huge for the top loader binder. And then my next card is just another... it's my second one. I want 4 of them for my top loader. So when you flip the page, there's just not many Patrick Waugh brown pads. And in the latter year of 91 or 92, he put on his blue pads. So any card with brown pads, yeah, I'm a big fan of.
Is that, was I right or wrong? Is that a box bottom or is that the really
That's a box
card?
Bottom. Yes, Louis, that's a box bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the blue border.
Box bottom girls. No, wait. Box bottom cards make the hobby go round.
Mm-hmm.
Little Queen reference there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I got. Well, I'm lying. No, but those are the 2 I'm showing you.
Got it. I didn't have any cards show up, but I got my Fun Guys top loader binder in green for my wild cards.
Ooh,
my favorite one. The Fun Guys isn't the most expensive, but it's the best overall.
It's the only one I buy.
We're Fun Guys.
We're Fun Guys.
I like Fun Guy.
I like mushrooms, right, Phil?
Going in the forest, and I don't like them. I like magic Fun Guys.
You freak out in mushrooms, actually, and it's a little
just grilled mushrooms. I've already explained the story. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter.
It's weird. Okay, I have one pickup to show. It's a 2012-13 Fleer Retro. Essential credentials now Joe Sakic, BGS 8.5.
Oh,
I don't really collect Joe Sakic, but I definitely collect Joe Sakic in a Nordiques uniform.
You cracking it? Or are you going to leave it in the 8.5?
I don't know.
Oh, crack it, please.
He's going to crack it.
Yeah. Well, Josh.
Yeah.
Did you have fun? Yes. Beat you to it. I've been waiting all 2 hours to say that.
I'm surprised you remembered something for 2 hours. That's
because I wrote it down. It's right here. Well, I can't reach it, but
okay.
Yeah.
And Crimson and Clover is a song from this 1968 rock band, Tommy James and the Shondells.
Yeah.
Shondells. I wouldn't have gotten that, but it does sound familiar.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
Well, if you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, if you love Baba Louie and can tolerate Phil, and you want to support us and chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 a month donation. Join out of 999 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description, in our Instagram and TikTok profiles, on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, and on the Patreon website, patreon.com. All you got to do is search for Hockey Cards Gongshow. We're on social media. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast is a production of Dollarbox Ventures, LLC. Baba Louie, take us out, buddy.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show, let's go, let's go. Wanna say the men in the show. So
I'm sorry, what?
God.